What's up, everybody? Happy Aloha Thursday. Welcome to the HFG show. We are Hawaii Fishing Gear. We are highfishgear.com. And we do these live videos several days a week where we take your live questions about fishing, fishing gear, fishing, politics, and all that stuff. I have a comment on some politics coming up shortly, right after I review some items that we just added to the website. If you follow us on Instagram, we posted earlier another handcrafted goodie from Fool's Gold here on Oahu. Let me go ahead and take out this one right here because this is the one that I'm fascinated with the most. He has released a Hinalia bucktail. Look at the wildness of that. Look at how poofy it is. This is the one I really like because this one is 1.5 ounces. I know that a lot of people are getting into whipping jig heads and things, and you know there's a lot of people coming out with different types of jig heads. A lot more people are hitting the flats, going for EO and such. Some of you guys wanted to sample jig heads with soft tails and stuff like that, but you're not really going to the flats. You're trying for popio. These are the ones you're going to want to try to drop on the. You can drop them off the cliffs. You can throw them in deeper water. Big weighted 1.5, just like you're whipping on regular lure. Crazy action, good color on them. They're available now on highfishgear.com. Just search for Fool's Gold Jigs. Available now in 1.5, 1 ounce, 3/4, and the original half ounce. There's a white-green version that we came out with a little while ago. Each one of these, one by one, handcrafted. Beautiful looking jigs with great color combinations. Just search for Fool's Gold on High Fish Gear. It'll pop right up. They're basically bucktail jigs, but he likes to call them bucks, and they're buck jig heads. Very nice colors on that one. Congratulations, JT, on another beautiful locally crafted item that we added to High Fish Gear. Now, a lot of you guys are tying flies. We talk about fly tying material. We keep adding new stuff almost every day. Yesterday we added scissors. Some of you guys grabbed the scissors. Now, I want to paint a picture because a lot of you guys are going through this. You have that clamp vise, the one that clamps the tables and such like that. Now, everybody goes to the dining room table, right? Your wife's sick of it already. All right, you got your fly tying vise on the dining room table. Everybody has to go eat other places of the house because you've dedicated the dining room table for fly tying. I say goodbye to that right now because we have a top-notch vise now in stock. It is a portable fly tying station with a very heavy metal base. This is a deluxe fly tire, and this is the thing you've been looking for. Look at this. Ooh la la, rotating vise. It's now available on highfishgear.com. I think it's the brand is Peak. It's not cheap, but it's a very nice vise, and maybe it's time to upgrade to a better vise with better components, stainless steel, brass, not gonna rust when you leave it alone for 1 month on the dining room table, and you guys all eating in the parlor because you get all your fly tying stuff on the dining room table. Definitely check them out. Now available highfishgear.com under brand new products. My girl just chewed me out for this last week. Hurting for sturgeon? I know. I read the mind that you guys got to get off the dining room table with the fly tying vise. Go find yourself a nice extra room or maybe a little spot in the garage where you can drink a beer, maybe smoke a cigar or something while you're tying a vise, tying your flies. Have a little bit of fun where you don't have to get chewed out for having all your stuff all over the table where you got to kick everybody out of the house. All right. Somebody brought this up to me, and I don't want to direct this to all the people that are suffering from this problem. I want to direct it to this one group of people. And if I'm talking about you, then I'm talking about you. When piles of fish come in, we're talking Halalu, we're talking Owama, okay? The word gets out, groups of people, they're all friends and stuff like that. They go, hey, before you get there, can you set down a bucket and hold a spot for me? No! Stop doing that, okay? That's rude. If you're not fishing, if you're not actively fishing, nobody gonna hold one spot for you. Oh, but old timer, that's my... Nah, you know what? Bullshit. No, don't be setting up buckets at spots trying to hold space for people that aren't there yet. I'm gonna say it. Everybody's seen it. You show up to a spot, There's one auntie sitting there with all these buckets spread out. Like, I'm getting a lot of heart reactions right now because people sick of it. I'm talking specifically to the people that benefit from auntie setting up all the buckets because you're too lazy for wake up early. Your auntie gonna try to hold the spot, and if somebody tries to fish there, she gonna give them stink eye. Stop that shit. It's bullshit. Stop it. Buckets would be flying. See, now some people are more aggressive. They're gonna kick your bucket in the water, but that's the last thing you want when you go fishing. You don't want somebody fuming on the side of you, all mad because you called them on their bullshit. I'm saying it right now. If you are part of that clique, stop it. Stop that stuff. No more setting up buckets. Share this video. Share this video. Let everybody know. Stop that bullshit. Alright? If you're not there, you're not there. You show up late, you ass out. Stop setting up buckets trying to block a spot. And you know where I'm talking about. Somebody mentioned it, and I was like, if that was my spot, like if that was my go-to spot, and Auntie was doing that, and I go and I start fishing, and she goes, no, my friend coming. No, your friend not here right now. I'm sorry, you're not gonna tell me not for fish because your empty bucket, is in the spot. I like try fish around bucket and see who can do something. You know what? That's the thing is you going fishing for relax. You don't like start one confrontation. Auntie, stop that because you're ruining everybody's day with your bullshit. I'm gonna tell you right now. Alright? Alright, and see, everybody's saying, I like people who stand in parking stalls to save it for... Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But we're talking specifically about fishing. And DNLR, I know some of you guys watch this stuff. Please, inform people that that's not appropriate. It's first come, first serve. That's how it works. If you go someplace and get surfers in the water, no cast out. Don't cast out. You're the a-hole if you're doing that. If you get kids playing in the water and you finally got to your spot, you might have to sit and wait till they're done. And it might take a couple hours. It is what it is. You know, you can practice common courtesy. You can't expect it. You can practice it, but you cannot expect it. It's best always to just try to practice it but not expect it. Because if you expect other people to show aloha, practice common courtesy, have common sense, you're just going to get frustrated like Wallace. All right. All right. Let's see. And don't kick the bucket in the water. You don't like start scraps because Auntie might seem like she not tough, but she might get in your face. But Auntie, stop it, please. That is just the freaking rudest thing ever. Sandman. Sandman knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. What is the best damash you pull for the boat? Best damashi, Cody? It depends on what you're targeting. If you're going straight down to the bottom, you like catch papio, you like catch veke ula and stuff like that, you might want to shoot for something. Look at the damashis on our website and check out the pound test on the setups. Check out the pound test. There's a mainline pound test and there's a branch main pound test. If you're going to the bottom for veke ulas and heavier fish, you might want to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 pound test and up. If you're going for like akule, opelu, small bait fish and things like that, you probably want to drop your pound test to 10 pound test or below. If that's the recommendation on the damashi, the smaller the better. We have some big profile stuff. You want to go with the smaller stuff with a very small profile. That's what gets the smaller bait fish. Okay. Can't kapu the spots for bait schools, only ulua zones. Ulua zones, that's a whole other thing. I'm not going to get into that because that's like the hui almost. You don't want to mess with that one. Only ulua zones. Taekwondo on the bucket. Alright. Brada Jaden, we're not bringing those back in, brother. I apologize. They still sell them, so if you want to grab one from them, you can. No such thing as common sense. The definition of the word common. Okay. You're getting very technical, Bogey. Alright. Slaps is $3.99. Okay, let's see. Any other... I'm checking out the comments. Kona Boy, thank you very much. I got the link. I will share it when we get closer to the date on that one. Ramsey Kamal... Kamela, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. For some reason, my tongue is tied. Anyone throw a 9-0. Only so off 808. He's got those big gorilla hands, and he can cast a 9-0. 9-0 is not really a good casting reel. Trash bag out. paddle out, swim out. That's probably what you're going to be using the 9.0s on. If you're going to cast a 9.0, you're going to get maybe like a 30, 40 yard dump shot. If you're casting into deeper water, a 9.0 might work, but it's not not great for throwing or casting at all. Are you going to bring in different models of the ugly stick stem and steelhead rod? We have the 10'6" coming in very soon. All the models should be on the website, but those are pretty much the only ones we're going to be bringing in. If you want to send me an email, sales@highfishgear. I'm not going to say your YouTube name because that is funny. But send us an email, sales@highfishgear. Tell me exactly what model number you're looking for. Our distributor only brings in a certain amount of models that are for the Hawaii market, so we might not be bringing in some of the casting models that I saw online. Okay, let me see if there's any other questions. Old Shimano Torium 50 or the new Torium 50? Brother Jaden, if you're on a budget, the old Torium 50 is a pretty rock solid reel. I love that reel. It's heavier. The new Torium 50 is sleek. It's lower profile. It's a great casting reel. It's a good reel, but it's expensive. It's over $300, and even the guys selling them used not gonna come down below $300 because they're very hard to find. The old Torium is battle tested. It's a great reel. If you have a choice between the two, budget wise, go with the old 50. If you want the best of the best, go with the Torium 50. I would have to say, in that size class, the Torium 50 probably has the most bells and whistles with a very high gear ratio for a reel of that size. Okay. Anyone know a good dunking spots on the west from east side? Hooker brought up. Uncle Shuaka. Unfortunately, I am not one to post spots publicly. We had a conversation about this yesterday. Asking for spots is a big no-no. It's something you do in private, because even if somebody's nice enough to provide you with a good spot that meets your criteria, it's in public and more people can see it. You post a picture of you catching a wama and the spot is identified, you and your friends go back the next day, you can see 20 people surrounding the school. You got to be careful with certain things. Social media is a whole nother age. We're still kind of like, only 20, 30 years into it right now, and it's just ruining fishing culture. When it comes to kind of keep things trying to secret, it's very hard. And get plenty internet detectives. All right. And Salty Levi had a great point. Really, any spot is gonna be good. I always recommend to people, when you're searching for a spot, go someplace that you feel comfortable, because the last thing you want to do is worry about extracurricular activities going on around you that you cannot take care of. That just, not necessarily not take care of, but you don't want to have to deal with it. You don't want to have to deal with, hey, is my car getting broken into? Is this guy going to come up and ask me for a cigarette or take my fishing pole? And you gotta kind of pay attention to your surroundings. I always say, go someplace that you feel comfortable. Go one time, go 2 times. If you keep feeling comfortable, keep going back. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully that helps out. Okay. Will you ever get those new harness lug fillers in stock? Harness lug fillers. Ryan Tayo, send me a DM on Instagram. Send me a link to the page. Tell me what you're talking about. I'm not familiar with exactly what you're talking about. Any ultralight 6'6" or 7-foot rods recommendations, Tony Boy? Check out the Okuma Celio. For the price, it's not bad. But we also have the Shimano Sensolite, I think it's called. Shimano Sensolite. In stock right now on the website, highfishgear.com. Okay. Oh, and then also, you know what? The Major Craft Cross Stitch Aji rods, I have one. I have to tell you, they're stiffer. They're great rods. They feel great. But for me, they have a little too much stiffness. I like something, when you're talking ultralight, I like that little bend, This one's like, it doesn't have that. Okay, bring mace as well. I don't usually go, so if I gotta carry mace to go somewhere, I don't want to go there. I tell you right now, I don't want to go there. I either gonna have my boys with me or I'm not gonna go there. It's just, I don't want to have to deal with any of that bullshit, All right. That's pretty much it. Just to recap, please go check out the brand new Hinalia Jigs, bucktail flies from Fool's Gold on High Fish Gear. It's on the I don't think it's on the front page anymore because I added a variant to the old one. But they're great colors, great work on it. Once again, beautiful work on that, JT. You made a very nice bucktail jig. And then also, go get yourself a real vise. It's a real nice vise. Right now available on their new products on highfishgear.com. $209. Good advice. All right, that's pretty much it. You guys have a good one. We'll catch you back here tomorrow. I apologize. No fishing hat of the week this week, but this is still up there. Big head hat. I think it's $24.99 with free shipping, still available on highfishgear.com.